The train station buzzed with hurried footsteps and the rhythmic hum of an approaching train. Ethan Carter sat on a cold metal bench, gripping a crumpled note in his hand. His once steady life had unraveled in just a few months, his startup had failed, his debts had mounted, and now he was en route to a job interview he wasn't sure he even wanted. Across from him sat an elderly man, neatly dressed in a brown coat and a faded cap. The man glanced at Ethan's watch, a sleek, expensive piece that no longer suited his circumstances. "That's a fine watch," the man said with a warm smile. Ethan smirked bitterly. "Yeah, ironic, isn't it? I have time, but no idea what to do with it." The old man nodded knowingly. "Funny thing about time, it's the one thing we all get, yet most of us never understand its worth until it's almost gone." Ethan sighed. "I used to think time was money. Work harder, work longer, and success follows. But now, I feel like I wasted years chasing something that slipped right through my fingers." The train pulled in with a rush of wind. The doors opened, and people shuffled inside. The old man stood but hesitated, watching Ethan. "Do you know what I regret most?" he asked. Ethan shook his head. "I spent years chasing promotions, building wealth, and securing a future I thought mattered. But when my wife got sick, I realized I had all the money in the world but no more time with her. She passed last winter. I'd give everything to have just one more day." Ethan felt a lump form in his throat. The old man patted his shoulder gently. "Time isn't about money, son. It's about moments, what you do with them, who you share them with. Don't waste yours waiting for a perfect future that may never come." The train doors beeped, signaling their final call. The man stepped inside and disappeared into the crowd. Ethan sat still, his job interview now a distant thought. He stared at his watch, but for the first time, he didn't see time as something to measure success. He saw it as a gift, one he needed to start using wisely. With a deep breath, he stood up, pulled out his phone, and dialed his mother's number. He hadn't called in months. As her voice came through, warm and surprised, he felt something shift inside him. Maybe, just maybe, today wasn't about finding a job. Maybe it was about finding time for what truly mattered. And for the first time in a long while, Ethan didn't feel lost, he felt alive.